Welcome back everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 1, Episode 2 of Joan of Arc, and we are playing the Siege of Rennes introduction scenario from the winter of 1357. We've got the forces of Bertrand in the French. They've got these mounted cavalry. We've got a painting video for our main box set of Joan of Arc if you want to go check that out. So first round, we've just done the first pass through the decks. Let's go ahead and advance. We are going to start out with our council phase, and we'll move to our player phases, and then finally we'll end up in our camp phase. Before we start, quick shout out to our sponsor, Pontos Fathom Press, Tales of the Yellow Sign, Volume 1 and Volume 2, Robert W. Chambers, The King in Yellow, and the follow-up volume by August Moldenhauer, Lost Carcosa and the Yellow Sign, has a deep linkage to France. It's got the inhabitant of Carcosa, but then it moves on to talking about Carcassonne, the history of Carcassonne, the judgment of the stars, the history of the Yellow Sign, the Qatar Yellow Cross, and Catharism as well. So a strange connection there to Carcosa. Check that out to help support the channel. You can also help us out by liking and subscribing, sharing it. You know, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers here, so thanks a lot for your support. By the way, this is my first time working through this introduction scenario. If you guys have any comments, tips, or suggestions, please leave them down in the comments below. It'll help me out a lot. Okay, so let's jump right into it. We've got our player age sheet here, and we're just going to follow the phases. So we start out with the round card, and we get the next round. This time we get 3 activations each. So let's give 3 to the English player and 3 to our French player. And then we will also add new War Council cards. So we can grab either another activation or 1 and 1, a charge and an activation. So, well, yeah, why not? We can have a charge and an activation. I think they'll just go with the activation. So they'll just do the 4 activations. They've already allied with the citizen, who gives them +1. So we're with the English player, has the first player card. So they're allied with the citizen. They get 1 experience point per round. So they're up to 2 experience points. So now they can start using their cards. We will also have them set up as an action, so that they'll activate. They'll activate back here to move this troop back, and then they will also activate here, here, and here, and they will place as their activation move these barricades for the incoming charging. So that is going to burn up their activation, and I think that will be their round. So now we'll flip over to, we're going to save our charge again. And we will also activate, so we will activate 1, 2. And we can save these activations as well. So they'll move the 1. And they will also move here, and we will befriend the guide. And the guide will give us... The guide will give us, sorry. So befriending the guide gives us the following. It says, when defending, cancel 1 push. Once per round, you spend 2x, move all units in the guide's area to an adjacent area. If you spend 2 experience. So once per round, I can move everyone to an adjacent area wherever the guide is. Interesting. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. And I believe that's going to wrap it up for the player 2 turn. Orders phase and reserve phase. And let's move on to camp phase. We have no casualties yet. There's no fire damage and there's no victory point yet. So we've got to get on with this. We only have 5 turns to get to our rescuing our peasants. So let's move it into turn 3, and we'll see you guys in the next round. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.